Hey guys, Kelly here, and we're going to continue with our series that I've created, starting with the part one on how to get a Fsbo listing appointment. So today's video is going to be part two on getting yourself an appointment with a Fsbo, totally different than what you're used to. And I know a lot of you that, especially a lot of you agents that are on YouTube and you follow a bunch of different gurus and coaches, uh, tons of different methods. This one does not involve cold calling or door knocking. But it retrains the real estate thinking into giving things of value instead of in exchange for time, instead of trying to convince them to see you because you want to list their home. Right? There's a psychological flip with this strategy, and I think if you take some time and spend some thought on this, it's gonna make sense to you. And guys, this is one of the better, if not best, strategies I have seen to get you inside of a Fsbo's home. Remember, the psychology behind this is to provide things of value with no thought of anything in exchange other than their time. The reason for the value exchange is to get you the appointment where you can go into a 5 to 15 minute presentation with, and not a comp or you pulling out papers, but where you can share with them for 5 to 15 minutes why they should consider you if in the future they decide to hire a real estate agent. So we call this, and I borrowed this from somebody else, but this is our for sale by owner backup option. This is where we're going to come into your home to give you these value added marketing tools in exchange for 5 to 15 minutes, allowing us to go over why we are the best choice for them to hire an agent if at some point in the future they're going to do that, right? So, and this is not strategies for you to cold call, strategies for you to get comps together and prove to them why their price is crazy or they need to hire you because what this is just simply value added propositions. All right, enough about that. If you have not, check out part one. Go to my YouTube channel, The Real Estate Marketing Ninjas. If you haven't, if you've caught this somehow in the YouTube algorithms, make sure you go to my channel and subscribe. I put together so many videos, marketing strategies for you guys as real estate agents. And make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell, and take a look at some of the marketing videos that I produced over the last couple years. But anyway, take a look at this, how to get a Fsbo listing appointment, part one. And in that video, I go into detail on what to use or what value proposition to give them to get the appointment. And guys, I'll give you just a quick sneak peek before you watch part one. It's how to give them their own 800 number with an extension that has marketing software built into it. And it's so dadgummit expensive. And I show you how to use that to get in the door so that you can do the 5 to 15 minute for sale by owner backup option. And guys, the premise of the backup option is basically this: Mr. Fsbo, while we think you can sell your home on your own without a realtor, we think that at some point in the future, if you go a different direction, what I'd like to do is help you not hire the first agent calling you at your point of frustration, because a lot of times that's a huge mistake. So I want to give you some of the things that we do for our sellers that help us stand apart from other realtors and actually get the job done. And I only need 5 to 15 minutes to share that with you. This will not be a listing presentation, but just simply a way to give you options. Mr. Fsbo, I think we can agree. The more options you have, the better your profit margin will be. Does that make sense, Mr. Fsbo? And guys, that's it. That's the whole pitch right there. So make sure you watch part one and get a good look at how to use an 800 number with the software. And I'm not going to tell you who I use for that. You got to go watch the video. So let's move on now to part two. And in this one, this is something else that I give the Fsbo, and it's really a cool tool to help them compete with other listing agents. And it's their own personal Fsbo website with a booking calendar scheduler built right in. Now, the thing about the Fsbo website, I'm going to show it to you in just a minute, is it don't have your branding on it. You know, in Florida, I can't really give them a free website with my logo, my broker's logo. I can't do that. I don't have a relationship with them, so I can't really put my information on it, and I can't use their website to go and run ads on Facebook. That's a big no-no. So these websites are designed to help you give them something of value, and this is a valuable tool. Guys, let me show it to you right now. Now, I use a company called Listings to Leads, and I will be dropping on the bottom of this video a 30-day free trial. I pay like 40 bucks a month, and I don't just use this for Fsbo websites. They've got a one-click Facebook ad generator. Guys, I use that thing all the time when I want to run Facebook ads. And literally in under a minute, I can launch a fully functional website with a funnel and a follow-up campaign. And guys, I'm getting leads between $1 and $2 a lead, name, phone number, and email. And that's just one of about 50 things you get with Listings to Leads. Again, 40 bucks a month, the powerful software. But for this one, here's an example of a Fsbo site. Now, right here, you can put whatever you want. You can put their address. You can put gated for sale by owner home. You could put lakefront Fsbo available. You can put their name, whatever you want. That's all customizable. And then you can put all of their pictures. Now, guys, let me do this. Let me come back to me. I use my iPhone 12 Pro Max. If you have a 12 or a 13, they take amazing pictures. I do not use the Fsbo's pictures or any pictures I find online. In order for them to get that free website, I've got to be able to come out and take pictures. And again, guys, use that to your advantage to get the appointment. And that's where I also go over the 5 to 15 minute for sale by owner backup option plan, right? So let's go back and look at the website again. So this is where your pictures would be, right? Here's going to be your description. And by the way, guys, here's the scheduling tour built right in. So a buyer can actually use this to schedule an appointment with the Fsbo. It allows them to have a home evaluation tool built right in. It's got 4 different ebooks they can download and give out. It's got a map of the local restaurants, grocery shopping, coffee shops built right in. And it even has a Google map where the prospective buyer can walk the street. It's got a map of all the local schools. And then at the bottom, it will allow them to print 3 different versions of their website as a downloadable PDF that they can hand out. So guys, that is the website. And you can use this to get yourself into an appointment with the Fsbo. Imagine that phone call. Mr. Fsbo, my name's whatever with whatever brokerage. And I would love the opportunity to give you your own free website that you can use on sites like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, TikTok, whatever you're doing. Mr. Fsbo, I want to give this website to you, right? That is the pitch. It's a thing of value in exchange for their time, right? So there it is. Now, one of the other things you can do is, how are you going to get this Fsbo message to them? Well, you can go to sites like Zillow and look up for sale by owners and call them direct if you want. I actually like to use direct mail. I'm going to show you an example of a direct mail piece that I use. And guys, at the bottom of the video, if you're not using a direct mail company, I'll share with you a 14-day trial to Mailbox Power. And when you take that trial, you're going to be accessing my weekly training on direct mail and how to use this software. Again, you don't have to use Mailbox Power. Use any direct mail you want. I just happen to like what they've done. They've wrapped it all up. So let me show you an example of a direct mail card that I send to a Fsbo to get that appointment, where I'm giving them the free gift. So here is an example of one of the cards that I use. This is a 5.5 by 8.5. It puts their name on it. Selling your home, one access to advertising, Fsbo. There's a little QR code they can scan for a video that I give them. Free website, free 800 number, free virtual. Guys, I'm not going to go with the virtual tour today, but that's another value add we'll talk about on part 3. And there's the card right there. All of the things that I want to give them, they do not have to list with me. And guys, this is the card that I'm going to send down. I've got about 3 or 4 of these. So when I take a Fsbo and I want to market to them, I'm going to send them between 4 and 5 cards over 5 weeks. And these cards are designed, guys, my numbers are on the card. It's designed for them to call me to get that appointment. Now, when I get that lead, I'm more than likely going to have a phone number, a contact number. So if I haven't heard from them, I don't mind calling them up in a couple of weeks and say, hey, I just want to see if you got my card on some of the free marketing tools I want to give you guys to help compete with listing agents. Did you guys see any of those cards? And are you interested? Guys, that's the conversation to have, right? But again, this is a thing of value that is, to me, a very incredible thing of value in exchange for your time. So guys, there you go. Part 2 on how to get a Fsbo listing appointment, giving them a free website. Make sure you go and look at part 1, which is the strategy to use the 800 number. And this being part 2 is the strategy on adding to that by giving them a website. And guys, on part 3, I'm going to share with you how you can easily do a virtual tour. Use that as an inducement to get them to see you in exchange for 5 to 15 minutes for you to go over your for sale by owner backup option. And guys, here's what I know. They might sell without you, but if they're buying another home, this strategy is also designed to not only get you in the door to get a possible listing in the next 30 days, it's designed to get you in the door to be their buyer's agent on their next purchase. All right, guys, drop some comments below. Let me know what you think about the video, and look for the links to Listings to Leads 30-day free trial, and then a link to my Mailbox Power, which is where I do all of my direct mail. And again, so much more. Can't wait to go over part 3 with you. On part 3, we're going to talk about how to give a free virtual tour. And guys, it's one of the easiest things I do. When you see what I do, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can do that. All right. Look forward to seeing you on part 2. Thank you. Drop comments below and get yourself in 2022 some Fsbo listings. All right, guys, I'll talk to you on the next video.